About 10 a.m. we left the hotel in Azey. Now we go along the Indre, the river here, and we are going to see one castle and a few nice villages, I think. This is the Castle d'Isolette, very close to Azey. I think it's the second to the last of this overdose of castle that we've done these days. Also here they have to differentiate and they give you some costumes. The one for men are very simple, but the one for the girls are very pretty, like princesses. And the family who owns the castle lives here for 5 months in a year. And you can see that the kitchen is quite modern actually. One of the leitmotifs of the visit of the castle is that here Rodin, the famous sculptor, and Camille Claudel, that I didn't know, but it was his lover. They stayed here a few times. Here the owners have some sober taste for their bedroom. Now we left the Castle of Villette, the next one is the one of Azey, and we do a little bit of bicycle route along the Loire. Here is a small village along the way. Wonderful cycling route here along the Loire. And we came also to the Chateau Azey, which is probably the last one that we see here on the Loire. And beside the whole story of the castle and its owners, probably the most interesting part is that apparently Perrault, when he wrote The Sleeping Beauty, it took this castle as a location. This staircase looks like a picture of nature. And here starts the story of The Sleeping Beauty. I think there are a few scenes that are made up here in the castle. This was it. I think the Chateau d'Azey was the last castle on the Loire. Now we head to some different sites. And we arrive in Cannes, one of the most beautiful villages in France. We got to the hotel for tonight in a village called, I think, Montsoreau. My family wanted to take a break for the rest of the afternoon, so I'm gonna see an abbey which is nearby, and also one of those villages listed as one of the prettiest ones in France. Here I got to the village of Fontevraud. There's an abbey which is, I think, quite famous. It's the Abbey Royale, the Royal Abbey. Let's go to see it. I have two choices, the religious one and the profane one. I go for the religious one. So it's a combined ticket. It's both for the abbey and the modern art gallery. So I take a chance to see both. An unexpected, magnificent museum. There is a who is who of the 19th century, from Corot, Degas, and all the others. Some contemporary artists that do incredible stuff. So mystery solved. This was an abbey for 700 years until the French Revolution. It was the biggest abbey in Europe with 700 nuns. Then it became a prison after the French Revolution, and until the 1970s. In the 1970s the prison was closed, and then it was transformed in a center for art and culture. Finished with Fontevraud, a fantastic couple of hours spent here, and now back to the family. And now in the hotel, let's have a look at the room.